All right, guys, little unplanned trip here, but I'm going to sneak down into where my tree stand is and pull my camera cards because it's been a while. It's a little later in the day than I normally like to do this. I like to go at noontime. That way you lower the risk of spooking anything out from the area. But because of my son's baseball game today, that didn't really happen. So right about now, I think is all right this early. We're not gonna disturb anything. The path is cut pretty well. So our scent's gonna be very little. I did spray down real quick with some scent killer just to help. I'm a firm believer in it's not 100% effective, but it's got to help your chances a little bit, especially when you're just coming in and out quickly like this. Now, before I actually start down in the woods, I picked up a friend, big long one, and everybody who has walked through the woods in the early season knows what this is for. When you're walking, you get to work the cobwebs out, the spider webs, because if you don't see them, you get a face full of spider web. This is not fun, so we just hike our way, hatchet chop through all the places where they're gonna end up. One thing I like to do, guys, is break up my walking. You know, walk a couple steps, stop, walk a couple steps, stop. But you can see me with my stick going through, but this piece of land that I hunt is private and it's right next to some public land. So right now I can even hear some people, you know, carrying on, which helps me out because it covers my sound and everything else, distracts the wildlife a little bit. See, like when you come in through this, you just swipe away all the spider webs. As usual. See, now the squirrel's letting off. But there was a doe standing right here. She just bound away, maybe 3 or 4 leaps. But I haven't seen her move again. Now this is a pretty significant mushroom here. I'm not very familiar with mushrooms, so if anybody can give me a tip on what this junk is, I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, that doe just bound off again. Not with her tail up or anything, but you could definitely hear her walking and running. I just heard another one making a couple jumps up above me. So I probably split the two of them together on this trail that I'm walking. You can just see this trail is just obliterated with new tracks and some old stuff. There's some fresh dirt turned over here. Well, this trip's gonna turn into a quicker one because it's raining. Oh well. See, I wasn't using my stick. Wasn't paying attention. But the rain helps too with the noise. But check this out here. Look at all these. This is all fresh. You can tell. Here's a spot, guys, where I tried to plant a food plot a couple years ago. I roughed up the dirt pretty well with a tiller attachment that goes on the end of a weed whacker, but it didn't really work. So this year I wasn't able to get anything done. This rain's gonna get pretty rough, so we're gonna go hide up in the tree stand for a little bit and get out of it. Yeah, we got a little wet. still coming down. Luckily, in a little bit of a sketchy roof, but it does all right. I'll have to put a little bit better support system in there for this year, but I'm not going to wait until the rain quits entirely to get out of here, because I still want to use it to conceal my movement and my sound going out, and also my scent. This is great that it's raining, because then it washes the scent away that I leave everywhere. Just a quick shot of the stand, guys, before I run out of here. Double man ladder, has the full floor on it, so you can, you know, stack stuff on the bottom below the seat if you want. It has a flip up seat that's nice, and the roof. Normally I have a piece of burlap that I zip tie to that shooting rail. It has since disintegrated, so I will be packing in one of those on my first trip with some fresh zip ties. It does pretty well. I got 2 ropes, one for my bow, one for my backpack. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Nice little spot. All right, well, we made it back out here to the main trail. We're gonna scoot home, fire up the laptop, see what we got. There's a doe. 10 yards from me. That was awesome. Now if that doesn't get you excited, I mean, she was right there. I think there were 2 at least. Cool. But we're gonna head home. I think we got 2,600 pictures. So we got quite a lot of clicking to do. It's been about a month. So this will be the last time I go in and check it before I actually hunt for the first time. The season already started, but because of work and other stuff, I haven't been able to get out. So I'm always a little delayed compared to everybody else. No worries.